Guys, let's talk about Wednesday's workout. Some of you may be all too familiar with a bit of the test that we have today. Today we have the beep test. Might bring you back to school days or even way back if you used to play like football, soccer, netball, all that type of stuff. It is still a very good test and it is useful in its own right. To this day, I do know like the police force and stuff use it, army still use it. Football clubs still use it because it is like just a base aerobic test. You only need 20 meters anywhere to do this. Obviously make sure it's nice and level and flat, but it's nice and simple. Literally put a mark or a cone or stick or something 20 meters at one end and a start or finish line. Grab a set of headphones if you like. You can literally find the beep test on so many different platforms. So if you've got wireless headphones, you can find it on Spotify, you can play it through YouTube, you can download it online if you like. You might have it on a tape or a CD somewhere as well. That's very easy to find. Simply all you've got to do, it's going to start at level 1-1. It beeps, beep, level 1-1. You can walk or run or sprint, whatever you like to do from the start to the 20 meter mark. You wait until the next beep and then you just go back. Wait till the next beep and then go back. Just keep going as far as you can until you can no longer make the beeps. Your score then is whatever level you got to. So let's 9-3. You run from point A to point B for 9-3, then it beeps for 9-4. You run your way back, but then it beeps again before you hit the line. Your score would be 9-3. Doesn't mean you do it 9 times. It means you've got to go from just one beep to the other. The beeps get faster and faster and faster. We really would like you guys to try and do this. Yeah, it does kind of seem boring and stuff, but if it's going to be a really good sort of baseline test, we've got some more testing coming soon, but I would like you guys to try this best you can. Grab your house partner or someone there as well with you. Your kids or anything like that, they've probably done it before, so it can be a good sort of family one. And put your scores in. When you do this, please make sure you do actually a decent warm-up. So stretch out your calves and ankles and practice your turns. Most people lose out on the beep test on the actual turn itself. They run into it forwards and then have to do a complete turnaround and then run back. Literally when you get to the line, almost think like you're facing the camera. Look at the camera the whole way, well not the whole way, but when you run there, then sort of look towards the camera. One foot's just going to hit the line, then you're just going to sprint back to the other way, because it does turn into a sprint by the end. But have fun with that one. Good stretch and good warm up before you start, even though you build up your heart rate when you get there. You don't want to shock it, that's all. Now you're going to need a bit of a rest after the beep test. Don't just go straight into the next test. The next one is a little bit more brutal. If you've ever played any field sports, you're going to know exactly how this feels. We're going to be doing some Malcolms. So now we're going to expand our area that we run in. You could probably use a very similar area if you like. I highly suggest you do this on grass somewhere. So if you are going to do the beep test, maybe go down to a park somewhere, mark out your 20, and then you can mark out your 30. It's just going to make it much nicer. And I'll tell you some scales about that in a second. So you can check out the YouTube video of what a Malcolm is, but basically we're going to start at, say, the 0 mark or 10 meter mark. You're going to start on your belly like a burpee. You're going to jump up, you're going to sprint to the end, you're going to do a burpee. You're going to turn around, you're going to run back to the middle, do a burpee, run through 10 meters the other way, do a burpee, run back to the middle, hit the deck, and that is 1 rep. You have a Malcolm ladder, so you've got 1.5 minutes to do the Malcolm ladders today. It's going to start at 4. So that means you've got 90 seconds to do 4 reps. If you finish in a minute, you've got 30 seconds rest before we go into the next round, where you're going to do 5 reps, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's how you are scored today. Now, if you've sort of had a bit of a warm-up set, and I would recommend trying to do the 4 as a warm-up set before you even start this, like on the clock, just do 4, see how it makes you feel. If you are really struggling, like I mean you nearly not make it on the first round, or you don't make it on the first round, I want you to try and only do a burpee at the 2 far ends. So you wouldn't get on the ground in the middle, you would only get on the ground at the end, Instead of coming back to the middle and getting on the ground, you would skip that part, keep running through to the end and get back on the ground. So only when you get to the end, you get on the ground. And then when you start your next rep, you're gonna come back to the middle, but instead of hitting the deck and continuing forward, you will go backwards. So run to the middle, turn around, run back to start your next rep. I know it's a little bit confusing, but once you've done it a few times, it will make more sense. If you still cannot hit 4 in 90 seconds, you are not going to get on the ground at all, but you're going to do exactly what I just said. Run forward to the first mark, run all the way through to the end, run back to the middle, and then go backwards again, just to mimic the turnaround. Otherwise, you're just going to be doing 20-meter sprints. We want to do a 10-meter sprint, 20-meter sprint, 10-meter sprint, not a 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's just the beep test again. So that is our Malcolms today, guys. Push hard in that one. It is a bit nasty. It is hard. Find a park, take the dog or something down, have a good rest between your beep test and doing the Malcolm test. And then please try and do some stretching after. So we've got some more cool stuff coming this week and next week. Enjoy Wednesday, guys.